My question is, when are we not catching the tops and the bottoms? That's my question. As always, I posted my game plan in my Discord before the market opened, but this morning ES was sitting inside of this huge daily demand zone starting at 55.96.5. And buyers have been defending this area in general, and that was causing price to bounce between these levels that was inside of this daily demand. Just below this daily demand, we had a 4-hour demand at 55.38.5, and this was a fresh demand that had not been tested yet. And that to me was essentially the final line of defense for bulls. If that level ended up failing, I was expecting a deeper move down to my SNR levels at 55.04.5 and 54.96.5. And to see any bullish momentum return from there on, price would need to break above 55.80 for me, and then eventually 55.96.5 as well. And that 55.96.5 break and push above would then open a door for me for a stronger push towards 56.12. So in my game plan, one of my setups was to long 4-hour demand at 55.38.5, and that was the main trade that I was looking at. That's not to say that the other trades weren't valid, because if they weren't, then I wouldn't have written them in my game plan in the first place. But I personally prefer playing zones over levels. There's nothing wrong with either one. One's not better than the other. It's just something that I'm more comfortable with. And on top of that, it was a fresh zone that had not been tested before. So that told me that the probability of me winning that trade was much higher than if the zone had been tested prior. With that being said, I entered my long at the 4-hour demand. Actually, let me show you guys where that 4-hour demand was sitting. So we can go over to the 4-hour time frame, and then we see a drop-based rally, right? That drop-based rally is one of the market structures that I look for to draw demand zones. Then I see a smaller bearish balancing candle before a larger engulfing bullish imbalancing move. So with that, I would draw my zone from the open body of the candle to the tail end of the wick, have that zone drawn there, and then we can go back to the 15-minute time frame. I enter on the 5-minute time frame, by the way, but just for viewing pleasure, we're going to use the 15-minute time frame. Now, as we got strong bearish volume going towards the 4-hour zone, that to me was my confirmation for entries for longs, and that is exactly where I entered my long at 55.38.5, right at the open of that 4-hour demand. And as you can see, we caught the bottom. Okay, bye!